Can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you.
Where
How
were
are you?
you? Where were you yesterday?
Yes, today yeah, I had joined this meeting, but I don't know. My Zoom is not going.
Okay. It didn't work yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's give Zide a minute so if you get in, okay? How's everything?
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be here soon. So today we will read a story about learning, okay? So I hope after we read this passage you have some ideas about learning English so you can share with your friends later on, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any question? Do you have any question while are we waiting for Light? Do you have any question so far? Okay, Zai join. Hi Zai, how are you? Hi Zai.
Hello, sir, teacher.
How are you? Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we start. Okay, guys. So today we are going to read a story or passage about learning English. So we will see. This story is about what is the best option for us to learn English. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to call each of you to read short sentences or paragraph. Then if any pronunciation needs to be corrected, I will do it, okay?
Okay.
So I had Santo, I go with you first. Read this passage, please.
I read.
Yeah, go ahead and read it.
Yeah. Today, millions of people want to learn or improve their English, but it is difficult to find the best method.
Okay, Zai, can you read that one?
Okay, teacher. Today, millions of people want to learn or improve their English, but it's difficult to find the best method.
Okay. So this one, how do you pronounce this word?
People.
People, all right? People. Chantal, can you read that one again? People.
People.
Okay, so if we read pupil, it will be this one, pupil, right? So this one is people, this one pupil, right?
Okay.
Okay, and this one is method. Method. Yeah, method. Okay, so you understand that one so far?
Yes.
Okay. Today, millions of people want to learn or improve their English, but it is difficult to find the best method. Okay, so we have the structure it, be, adjective, to. Okay, so if you want to say something using this structure, for example, can you make a sentence with this structure, Shanto? So after it, be can be simple past, can be present tense, right? If simple past, you use was, right? If it's present, you use okay. So make one sentence. Can you make one sentence using this structure? It's what?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your sentence? What's your sentence? Using this structure. You see this one? It is difficult to find the best method. Okay, so now we use this structure to make your own sentence. Alright? Any what sentence can it be? You have any idea? For example, my sentence will be, it is hard to do this homework. That's my sentence, right? It is hard to do this homework. Okay, how about yours? So adjective, any adjective, you can replace the adjective, any, right? So like put this one. So use this adjective as easy. Now make a sentence using easy. It is easy what? So
To find the answer.
to find the answer. Okay, it is easy to find the answer. Okay, how about you, Chantal? What your sentence will be?
Yeah.
Sentence.
It is
Easy.
It is not difficult. It is not.
Not difficult means easy. So you can say it is easy. Easy to what?
Yeah.
To
It is easy to.
Bake.
any verb. Any verb. To what?
Yeah. It is easy to learn English.
Yeah, to learn English. Good, right? So that's the structure we use, right? It is difficult or easy or interesting, right? So it is interesting. Interesting to what?
To communicate with other people.
To communicate with other people. Yeah, like something like that, okay? Okay. So we go to the next paragraph. Okay, go ahead, Chantal, read this one.
Is it better to study in Britain or to study in your own country? The advantage of going to Britain is obvious.
Okay.
Obvious, yeah.
Okay, so Zai, can you read that one?
Okay, teacher. It's better to study in Britain or to study in your own country. The advantages of going to Britain same obvious.
Okay, so we will read this one. Is okay? To study in your own country. Advantages. Advantages.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Abdul. Come on, Joya. Read this one. Advantages.
Advantages.
Advantages. So we have advantage, right? Advantage means the benefit, right?
Yeah.
Then
Yes.
if it's a plural, we pronounce advantages. Advantages. Okay.
Advantages.
Yes. So this one, obvious.
What does mean obvious, teacher?
Okay.
Advantages.
Obvious.
Advantages are obvious. Hi, Abdul. Okay.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Obvious means clear. Obvious means clear. Very clear.
Clear. Yes.
It's very clear, right? It's very clear.
Okay.
All right. Advantages mean the benefit, right?
Okay, teacher.
Benefit.
Pencil.
Okay.
Pencil dengan pen.
All right. So, Abdul, welcome. Okay, go ahead and read this passage, Abdul.
Yeah, good evening, guys. Okay. Okay, I try to read this text is it better to study in Britain or to study in your own country? The advantages of going to Britain seem obvious.
Advantages. So we stress on this one. Advantages.
Advantages.
Okay. All right. Is it better to study in Britain or to study in your own country? The advantages of going to Britain seem obvious, right? So after seem with your adjective, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Next. Chantal, go back to you. Read this passage.
Firstly, you will be able to listen to the language all the time you are in the country. You will be surrounded completely by the language wherever you go.
Okay. Zayed.
Okay. Firstly, you will be able to listen to the language all the time you are in the country. You will be surrounded completely by the language wherever you go.
After.
Okay, firstly, you will be able to listen to the language all the time you are in the country. You will be surrounded completely by the language wherever you go.
Good. All right.
Yes.
Firstly, you will be able to listen to the language all the time you are in the country. You will be surrounded completely by the language wherever you go. Okay, so Chantal, read this one. Country. Let me see.
Country,
Yeah, country.
country.
Okay, so this one is complete, right? Like you complete your exercise completely. Completely.
Completely. Completely.
Okay. Any question? Any questions so far for this one? Do you understand?
Able, teacher, able.
To be able means can. You can do something. To be able means can.
Oh, okay.
Surrounded.
Okay. Be able means can, right? Surround.
Yeah, yes.
Surround means being around. Being around, right? So for example, you sit at your desk and surrounded you is all kind of stuff, right? So surrounded.
Yes.
Surrounded means you are covered with all kinds of people or things. Surrounded.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So they're talking about if you learn English and you are in Britain. So the advantage, the first one is that you're able to listen. You are able to listen to the language, which means English, all the time. Every time, everywhere you go in the country, you will be surrounded completely by the language. Which is, for example, I'm living in America. Whenever I get out, they speak English. So
Yes.
I am surrounded by English, right?
Yes.
Wherever you go. So that's the first benefit, the first advantage of being in Britain. Okay, next. Chantal, read this one.
Yeah. Another advantage is that you have to speak the language if you are with other people.
Good. People.
People.
Next, Zayed.
Another advantage is that you have to speak the language if you are with the other people.
Good. After.
Another advantage is that you have to speak the language if you are with other people.
Okay. So the first advantage is to listen, right? You listen all the language all the time. The second advantage is to speak that language when you are with other people. But you cannot speak your mother tongue. You need to speak English, right?
Yes.
So that is the second advantage. All right, let's go next. Chantal.
Yeah. In Italy, it is always possible in the class to speak Italian if you want to learn it slower. On the other hand, there are also advantages to stay at home to study.
Right?
Okay. In Italy, is always possible in the class to speak Italian if you want to, and learning is slower. Of the other hand, there are also advantages to staying at home to study.
Good. After.
In Italy, it is always possible in the class to speak Italian if you want to, and the learning is slower. On the other hand, there are also advantages to staying at home to study.
All right. So in Italy, so this person, he lives in Italy, right?
Mhm.
But then he's talking
Yes.
about whether is it better to stay in Italy to learn English or to go to Britain to learn English. So in Italy, it is always possible in the class to speak Italian if you want to, and the learner is lower. What that means, when you are in your country and you learn English in the classroom, you may use your mother tongue. You may use your own language to communicate with your classmates, right?
Yes.
Therefore, the learning process is lower. It's lower your process of learning. Do you understand? Okay.
Okay.
On the other hand, that means on the contrary, the other side, on the contrary, on the other hand, there are also advantages to staying at home to study. So even though there's some advantages of staying in your country to learn English, okay? Let's see what it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead with this one. Santo.
You don't have to make big change to your life.
Okay. Zai.
You don't.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No problem. You don't have to make big changes to your life.
Arthur.
You don't have to make big changes to your life.
Do you agree when you stay in your country, you don't have to make big changes in your life, right?
Mhm. Okay.
So moving to another country is a big deal. You have to make a lot of changes to your life, right? Financial, your money, your time, and your effort of learning, and your culture adaptations to the new country, right? So that is one of it. Staying in your country to learn English. You don't have to make any big changes to your life. Got it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, go ahead and read this one, Santo.
As well as this, it is also a lot cheaper than going to Britain, but it is never possible to achieve the result of living in the UK.
Achieve,
Achieve
result,
with
Results.
result.
Results.
Okay.
Results.
result.
Yeah, Zai, read it.
Yes. As well as this, it's also a lot cheaper than going to Britain, but it's never possible to achieve the results of living in the UK.
Good. After.
As well as this, it is also a lot cheaper than going to Britain, but it is never possible to achieve the results of living in the United Kingdom.
Yes. So this is the second benefit of staying in your country to learn English because it's cheaper, right? It's cheaper.
Yeah.
But then the other way, it will be not possible for you to get a good result, right? When you live in the UK, the result will be better,
Yes.
right? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Okay, next, Chantal, go back to you.
If you have a good teacher in Italy, I think you can learn in a more
Concentrated.
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 concentrated
Yeah.
way than being in Britain without going to a school.
Good, right?
If you have a good teacher in Italy, I think you can learn in a more concentrated way than being in Britain without going to a school.
Good. After?
If you have a good teacher in Italy, I think you can learn in a more concentrated way than being in Britain without going to a school.
Good. So if you have a good teacher in Italy, I think you can learn in a more concentrated. Concentrated means you focus. You focus.
Focus,
Yeah. In a concentrated way than being in Britain without going to a school. Which means if you have a teacher, one-on-one teacher. For example, I'm a teacher, I teach only one of you.
Yes.
So we have concentrated way to learn. You focus more, I focus more on you, you focus more on me, right?
Yes. Yes. Teacher.
Alright, so next, Santo, back to you.
So, in conclusion, I think that if you have enough time and enough money, the best choice is to spend some time in the UK.
Okay, good. Right.
So in a conclusion, I think that if you have enough time and enough money, the best choice is to spend some time in the Great Britain,
In the UK. Okay.
UK.
Yes, next, after.
So in conclusion, I think that if you have enough time and enough money, the best choice is to spend some time in the UK.
Okay, so in conclusion means in summary, sum up, right? So you finalize what you are thinking. In conclusion, I think that if you have enough time and enough money, the best choice is to spend some time in the UK. Do you?
That's right.
Yes.
Okay, so cool. Okay, let me see. All right. Next. Let me go all the way down so we can read this one. Okay, go ahead. Shanto.
This is simply not possible for most people. So being here in Italy is the only viable option.
Viable.
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 No, so the first step, viable. Viable.
Viable.
Viable.
Yeah.
Viable.
Viable.
Okay, next.
Viable.
This is simply not possible for most people. So being here in Italy is the only viable option.
Yes, after.
This is simply not possible for most people. So being here is Italy is the only viable option.
Viable means possible. Possible. So you can do it. You can do it. This option is viable. This option is possible for you. This is simply not possible for most people because when you move to the UK, not many people can afford that, right? It's expensive, everything. So not many people can afford that. So being here in Italy is the only viable option. So staying in your country, which is the best option for you if you cannot go to, right? You cannot go to the UK. Got it?
Yeah. Yes, teacher.
Next, Chantal, back to you.
The most important thing to do in this situation.
Situation.
The most important thing to do in this situation is to maximize your opportunities to speak only English in class and to try to use English whenever possible outside the class.
Good, the class. Next slide.
The most important thing to do in this situation is to maximize your opportunities to speak only English in the class and to try to use English whenever possible outside the class.
Good. After.
Okay, the most important thing to do in this situation is to maximize your opportunities to speak only English in class and try to use English whenever possible outside the class.
What situation? What situation it is?
Situation is
In this story, what situation? The situation is being in the UK or being in Italy?
Being
to,
in
to,
UK.
to live in Italy.
Italy,
Yes.
because if you cannot go to the UK, in this situation, you are in your country. So
Okay.
the most important thing you can do is to maximize, right? To do your best to maximize your opportunities by what? By speaking only English in the class. Or
Yes.
you can try to use English whenever possible outside the classroom. For example, right now, you guys cannot go to America or the UK to learn English. So if you want to improve your English, to maximize your opportunities by speaking, right? And try to use English whenever you go outside.
Yes, teacher.
You understand?
Mm.
Okay. All right. So now, before we go to the question, what are the advantages of being in the UK? Two advantages. Do you remember? The first one is,
You speak English all the time.
yeah, you speak English all the time. The second is, after you know the second advantage of going to the UK. The first one is you speak that language. What is the second?
Yeah, Olvita. Cheaper.
The second is,
Surrounding by the people who speak English
yes.
for every day.
So you listen to that language, right? You listen to that language all the time because you are surrounded by the people using that language. Okay.
Yes.
So what are the advantages of staying in Italy? The first one is
So cheaper, much cheaper.
much cheaper. The second one is
Yeah.
Do your maximize to improve your English.
okay. It's cheaper. The other one is you don't have to make any big changes in your life.
Yes.
Right? You don't have to make big changes to your life. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move to the question, guys. Question number one. What is the article? Article means the news or the reading or the information. What is the article about? A. How many people learn English? B. The best way to learn English. C. English schools in England and America.
Yeah.
A, B, or C.
B, the best way to learn English.
Agree, everyone?
Yes.
For
Yes.
my,
What is your answer, Chantal?
yeah, the best way to learn English. Yeah.
Yeah, the best way to learn. But they don't say anything about many people learning English, right? The main point is the best way to learn English, right?
Yes.
Okay. Question number two. What is one of the advantages of going to the UK to learn English? So let's see what the choices are. A. There are no Italians in Britain. B. You will have to speak English and not your language. C. The language schools are better. Which one?
B.
The
B.
answer
You
is B.
will have to speak
B.
English and not your language.
Yes. Why not A? Why not A? Why answer A is not the correct one? Have any idea why A is not the correct one? So this one, if I ask that question, is the open question. It's not about the story, but about your knowledge. What do you think about A is not the correct? Why we cannot do A? Any idea?
Because if we are going to Britain or UK means that we don't have any we don't have any friends, we can speak our native language. Means that we should talk in English, totally in English, not our language.
That would be. That would be. So my question is A. Why A is wrong?
We not
There are
speak
no Italians in Britain. There are no Italians in Britain. This is wrong because every country, there are many different types of personalities living in that country. Of course, in Britain, it should have some Italians living in there. So that is not true, right? That is not true. That is not the fact. That is not the fact. And they is not correct because they are not talking about language schools in this passage. Right? They not mentioned. They are not mentioning about language school. Okay, let's go down. Question number 3. What is one of the advantages of staying in your country to learn English? A. The teachers aren't very good in Britain. B. You have to work too hard in Britain. Or C. Let me go down. Your life can continue more or less as it was before. A, B, or C.
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 C. Chantal.
My answer is C.
Yes, C.
C. Because we don't have any big changes in life, right? You don't make any big changes to your life.
Yes.
Whatever in the past the same, you just change a little bit, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right, let me see.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go this one. Question number 4. People who don't have a lot of time and money should. What should they do? Learn English in Britain. B. Try and speak English in class more often. C. Go to Italy to learn English. A, B, or C.
B.
B.
Try and speak English in class more often.
Okay, agree, everyone?
Yes, teacher. I'm agree.
Yes, same.
Okay. So, yes, so do you understand the whole story about learning English? So this is this reading I want to introduce you to you so it helps you have an idea when it comes to speaking. If people ask you, hey, do you think staying in your country to learn English is better than going to the native English-speaking countries, right? Then you have some ideas, the advantages and the disadvantages of being in your country and being in another country to learn English, right?
Yes, teacher. I'm agree.
So I hope this helps you. It's just because I picked this one, it's just simple. But since you guys are English learners, so you have an idea, some vocabularies or some idea that you can pick, and then you can do it in your speaking. So clear, okay. So if you
Teacher,
want to...
did you drop this video on your channel in YouTube?
Huh?
I want this video to revise.
I will post every lesson I teach you guys. I will post up there so you can follow. You can watch it again. So now,
Thank you, teacher.
I hope that after this lesson, you guys, if anyone asks you about this question, hey, what is the difference between living in your country learning English and going to the UK or to America to learn English? So at least you have 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages, right?
Yeah.
There are tons of things that you can say, but at least you have an idea, right?
Yeah.
Okay, by saying that, I would like to say goodbye, and I will post this one for you guys. So learn some, read it again, practice reading again. Chantal, read it again. Even though I teach you guys this lesson is simple, but I love this lesson. I read it like 5 times, 10 times already. So when you read that much, it comes out when you speak. It comes out more naturally, right?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Great day or great night over there, everyone. After, where was you yesterday?
Yesterday I'm not around because I'm sleepy.
Okay. All right.
Okay, one more question. Last question from me.
Yes.
One more question. Okay, last question from me. Okay, this is only my personal question, which is how about my pronunciation? Is it I should improve my pronunciation?
Now your pronunciation is good enough. It's good enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't have much expectation for you guys to speak like the native speakers. Even me, I don't speak like the native speakers because we all learn English. We do carry our accent. We do carry our mother tongue accent. As long as I'm speaking Vietnamese, you're speaking whatever language you are speaking, but we come to see each other in English. We understand each other. That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. I don't have high expectation from you guys. But then, for example, when you read, I know Chantal, she speak French, and Zai, you guys speak French. French is a little bit hard from French to English.
Yes.
For example, me, I love French so much, but it's hard for me to speak French because I cannot speak French that good you guys started out. I cannot. But it's good. I understand you. You understand me. That's good enough. That's all. That's all about learning English, right? We are not professor.
Yeah.
We are not like teaching in university. We are linguistics. We don't care about really. Yeah. So good. So be confident.
Yeah.
Be confident. You guys did great. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, have a great night or great day, great afternoon, whatever in your country.
You too, teacher. You too,
Bye.
teacher.
Okay.
Bye bye. I will see you
Yeah,
again.
thank you.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.